Alright y'all, for this week's video, I'm not able to actually go fishing on my boat this weekend, so thought I'd do a bit of a how-to video on how to make some egg sinkers or any sinkers, any lead-based sinkers. You can buy different molds for them to make your own. I'm going to be making some egg sinkers today, primarily because that's the only mold I got for. That's one of the main ones I use besides my drifting sinkers. But I'm going to leave a link in the description to a lot of the stuff I used today, such as these tongs, cheap little $1 tongs. I bought them just for this, knowing I was never going to use them on food. They're just to clean the slag impurities that float to the top. I'm going to leave one to my little hot pot here, my mold, and this is going to be a basic how-to video of how to do all this. Cheaper in the long run. You'll wind up, if you're fishing a lot like I do, you'll wind up making your money back by making your own weights or sinkers instead of buying them. So, without further ado, I'm going to get into a bit of a description of everything we got, show you my process. Here we go. So, first off, my hot pot, which is this right here. It's the hot pot 2. I've already got it plugged in and heating up. Comes with a stand, just a cast iron crucible that you melt your lead in. This right here is the mold. It is a Do It brand mold made here in Iowa, Denver, Iowa. I believe I got the mold off of Amazon. You can also find them in Fleet Farm, other stores like that. I'm sure Bass Pro Shops will sell them, Cabela's. I don't know about Dick's Sporting Goods. I don't shop there. Okay. The tongs, cheap little $1 tongs from Walmart. There's not much to say about them. It's just basic little cheap aluminum tongs. The mold's aluminum, lead ain't gonna melt aluminum, so it works just fine. My gloves, I worked for a steel company, and I was their delivery driver. I had to deliver a bunch of steel. So anytime I got new gloves, I take my old ones, turn them into my mold gloves for other things around the house. Speaking of gloves, for any of y'all wondering what happened to my thumb, I should have been wearing gloves yesterday, mowing the yard. Went to sharpen the lawnmower blades. The little flap on the front of my bench grinder fell forward. I should have been wearing gloves. I should have turned it off, but I went to lift it back up and go to tighten it. Whenever I did, it grabbed a hold of my thumb and shaved the end of my thumb off. So y'all probably see this in this video and maybe even next week's videos. I don't know yet. What these are doing in the video is my father-in-law gave these to me a few years ago, and they are Hornady black powder, 44 caliber, .454 inches diameter, 100 count lead round balls. I'll pull the bag out now and show you. That's what they are. These little round lead balls that my father-in-law gave me. I don't own a black powder. These are supposed to be for black powder pistols, I believe. I don't own a black powder pistol, but I own a fish mold. The rotor right here is just for whenever the lead comes out of the mold. I'm going to put it in here to keep it from running all over the table, because this table ain't the most level one there is, but it was given to me for free, saving money. So the rotor's just off of, I changed the rotors on one of my vehicles a couple years ago, kept one of them, and what I use it for, just to collect my hot sinkers when they come fresh out of the mold. Okay? I also got some counterweights here, lead. I got one I set over here. It's a steel one. One of the things I do, I'll take a steel one, okay? And the way I check for the if it's lead or not, I'll take that steel and take the edge of it and run it across that lead. See how that gets shiny right there? I don't know if you can see that real well. I hope you can. If it gets shiny and it shaves off real easy like that one is, that's lead. Lead's so much softer than steel. So I'll keep a steel one around just to find my lead. I've even had to change out a terminal. This terminal got old. It was on an old 90s model Ford Ranger. And I can't get this out because, as y'all can see, it's all gunked up, seized up. And actually, this whole thing will sit there and just twist inside of that post right here. So this is solid lead terminal. I'm gonna throw it in a pot too. I'm gonna do a little bit of the pure lead balls first, last slag, just to show you how it's gonna do. Then I'm gonna show y'all how this hot pot really does with these right here when you gotta worry about stuff like the paint, getting the metal out. That's gonna bring in the tongs really well. Also, I found out this box right here. This was $10.99. It was given to me for free. Of course, I'm a broke man. I can afford to do a $10.99 box of lead balls. So let's get started. I'm gonna get some lead balls thrown down in here and get them melted up. And once they get melted up and I'm ready to pour, I'll talk you through some more of it, okay? Alright, y'all. I'm about to get started. I've got it melted down. First thing I want to show y'all is what this is for. This, plain and simple, is for this. All it is a cut up bottle. I got some motor oil down in. Whenever I pull the molds out, I set that in there. It adds some lubricant, helps this, the molds break loose from this real quick. So you see you have different sides here. There we have 3, 2, 1.5, 1 ounce, 3/4, 1/2, 3/8, 1/4, 1/8 size egg sinker. I'm gonna be using these two right here. Okay? So the way you do this right here, another important thing to note. It's best whenever you're heating up your lead, melting it, heating up your hot pot, set your mold on top of it. It will not melt, it will not damage the mold. Set your mold on top of it, allows it to preheat. Because if you don't let it preheat, move this. These holes right here, whenever you pour your lead, if you pour hot lead into a cool mold, that lead will set up right here in this hole, and it'll never get down into the actual chamber. Okay? I like how this comes with one. What you do, there's a little hole right here in the end. Take this, set it in there, just like that. I'll let you know which side you're going to do. Make sure this is on the up side. Y'all see how this is on the top. And then you take your lead, come right over here. I'm going to do the 2 ounce first. Make sure y'all can see that. Pour it down in there. Gets to the top, you let it stop. Alright, set that back down. Then a few seconds, usually give it about 10 to 15 seconds, it doesn't even really take that long. Pull that out, set it down in here. Open this up. Look at that. 2 shiny brand new molds. Pop them down in here. Close it back up. Stick that back in there. And you're ready to do more. It's just that simple. Pour slow. Try to keep everything as level as you can. Give it a few seconds. Hardened up. Pull this out. Set her down in here. Don't spill your hole like I did. Open her up. Dump it down in there. Put her right in there. Close her. Rinse and repeat. That is all it is. It is as simple as that. It does not take long. It takes probably 10-15 minutes for the lead or the hot pot to heat up. And that's all right. I left that in there. Takes about 10-15 minutes for the first bit of lead to heat up or melt, a hot pot to heat up. But once you get it there, it is going. Just like that, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 4 2-ounce and 4 3-ounce weights. Just like that. What was it? Maybe a minute? Now I'm going to show you something else. Another little secret. Back down here. Another little secret. You want to make sure, I don't know if you can see down in there, you always keep some liquid lead. Now, y'all watch this. You take these lead balls, you put them down in here, with that liquid lead already in here. Take your tongs, stir them around, and they'll melt so much quicker. They're already being liquid lead than if you let it dry all the way out. If you pour all of it out, you go to try to remelt the lead, it'll take you another 10 minutes or so. Look at that. Just about all these are already melted. Starting to get a little bit of slag on the top. That's to be expected. Dirt and stuff on top of this. That's alright. Don't get that slag out. You see it? Pour some more. These balls down in here. Let them set. Alright. So, made up a few weights. And here's the problem. They all have these funnel shaped things on them. What do you do about that? Well, what you do, take your pair of side cutters, nippers, whatever you want to call them. These are just cheap little Craftsman pair I've got. You come right in here like that. Cut. Yeah, look at that. Set that one off to the side. And then you take that piece you just cut off. That's still lead. Right back in. So again, take side cutters, come right here along the side, just like that. Cut them off. That piece right back in. Do that with all of them. And that's how you get the most out of it. And what's nice, cut them off. By the time you get them all cut off, they'll already be melted, so you ain't even got to wait around. You just go right back to pouring. I'm actually going to take this right here, set it on top of here, and set mine down in there right there. I'm going to keep that warm. Alright y'all, so that finishes it up. These are my 3-ounce weights, these are my 2-ounce weights. I got 14 3-ounce weights and 13 2-ounce weights out of it, which ain't bad. All in all, it took me less than 30 minutes. Another thing you'd probably want to note, if you're going to do this, and you can do it outside. If you can't do it outside, make sure it's in a well ventilated area, especially if you're going to be using the tire weights. You want to do it, period. But if you're using the tire weights, the paint that's on them, some of the adhesive that's on them, some of the gunk that's on them puts off some pretty gnarly fumes that you do not want to breathe in. I didn't see a whole lot of fumes coming off of the lead balls, black powder lead balls. Granted, it's a little windy where I'm at now. That might have been a factor, but still, I didn't see that much. I definitely saw it though whenever it was coming off of the wheel weights. I don't know how well y'all could see it, but I could definitely see some fumes, and you don't want to breathe that stuff in. Next week, I'm going to be back out on the water. Make sure to tune into that video as well. I think I'm going to be trying a new spot. I don't know. I might be back out at the reservoir. I've had some good luck there, and if it ain't broke, why fix it? But I do want to try some new spots. I've actually been thinking about going down below the Coralville Dam and putting in down there, seeing where I can get. But I'm gonna get out here because I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna take my boys to do some fishing. We're gonna go try to land us some flatheads, maybe some channels or blue. We're gonna go down to the Iowa River, which actually feeds into the Coralville Reservoir, but we're gonna be on upstream a little bit. Hopefully we can get some. If we don't get something out there, we might just go over to the Cedar River, see what's poking around down by the roller dam. But y'all drop a comment, let me know what you think. If you like this video and want to see more of some DIY stuff, let me know. If you don't like it, hey, go and tell me that too. But I'm going to get out of here. I will see y'all next week. Remember, I'm going to drop links to everything I used down below, so you can see, maybe watch it, see if they have a good deal or a sale going on, and you can start making your own weights. I'll let y'all later. Bye.